everyone, this video will cover Module 12. Module 12 is the module where we're going to start working on our last major essay assignment for the class, which is the cause and effect essay. So this module is where we'll start the planning process, and we'll go through, just like we've done with our other major writing assignments, we'll go through planning, drafting, and then for this one, you'll actually end up doing a peer edit and sending it to the online writing lab. So you'll have a lot of feedback for this essay. We're kind of accumulating more and more ideas for how to improve your writing, and we'll put that all together then for the final draft of this one. This essay is due kind of right at the end of the semester, right before the final module, and so we'll be working on this one for a little while as well. But since it is your last major writing assignment, that's just kind of, I guess, something to look forward to when you're done with it. So module 12 is, like I said, planning. We're going to start looking at cause and effect. So cause and effect is just a different style of writing from what we've done before, but we are using some of those same skills. So definition, description, we're also using things like providing examples. So there's a lot that will be familiar to you as you start to read through how to do a cause and effect essay. So the chapter 12 in the textbook is about cause and effect and just kind of what that is. And then in chapter 17, there is a short section on actually writing a cause and effect essay. So expanding on that idea and doing a full-length essay with it. And then I do have a video in here, just like I've done before, to kind of help you out with some examples and that kind of thing. So you've got some information here, you've got some resources. The assignment itself is to pick a choice that you have made and explore basically the reasons why you made that choice and the effects of completing that choice. So you could do a good choice if you want to keep your essay positive, maybe something that you're proud of doing. You could also do a bad choice if you want, then just kind of something that you're not proud of. That's fine as well, particularly if you have something where the effects were maybe not what you were expecting. So it's, again, a personal topic. You're not required to do any research on this, so we don't necessarily need to know, if you're started taking collagen supplements, what the effects were scientifically on the body. But instead we want to know kind of personally what you experience. So this is a full 5-paragraph essay, so it's a little bit longer than the process essay. The process essay only needed to be 3 paragraphs. So we are doing a full essay with this one. It's going to be a little bit more challenging, but we're also spending more modules working on it, and that's why. You want to make sure that you have a good, strong introduction paragraph with a hook, a thesis statement, which you'll be working on in your pre-writing. We're trying to connect causes to effects, and then obviously the conclusion paragraph wraps everything up. The 3 main body paragraphs then will cover 3 main causes or effects that you can discuss in more depth. So you want to think of kind of a general effect, and then something that you can, and then put in some examples of what happened. So like if I wanted to do, I started a subscription streaming exercise program, so I can do, it's a bunch of different exercise programs, but I started this streaming service, and I started it maybe 5 years ago. And so if I want to use that as my topic, I can talk about some of the causes for why I started, mainly because I have kids and I can't go to the gym anymore. It's hard for me to fit that into my schedule, but it's much easier for me to do workouts from home. And then some of the effects that I've experienced. So, one cause would be, my timing, my schedule, and then I might do 2 effects that I have experienced. I might do something like physical effects, and then maybe mental effects or something like that. So those would be a good choice that I've made that has improved me, improved my strength and flexibility and that kind of thing. So I could discuss that. You could, obviously, if you did a bad choice, you would then focus on the kind of negative effects, or maybe the negative causes of why you made that choice. Most students, I imagine, are going to want to stick to the positive, and that's fine. But you might cover more causes or more effects. It just kind of depends on what your topic is and how you want to approach it. Of course, we want a logical pattern. We want to make sure that you are ordering in order of complexity, or importance, so the most important thing. And typically we want to start with causes, because then we can see the effects. So that's more of a chronological pattern as well. Obviously, you're going to use first person pronouns because it is about you. You're using your own experience. You should not use the reader in your essay. Your reader is not a part of your choice. And then obviously making sure that you put it in MLA style like we've done before. Some of you are doing really great with the formatting, some of you not so much. So make sure that you are really paying attention to that kind of thing, since that is a part of your grade. So once you've read through that and kind of thought about what you could do, you will want to complete the brainstorming writing plan. This is just like our other ones that we've done, and this one does have 3 parts, again, just like your process essay. First part is the brainstorm, where you do a free write. I've just got some questions here. You don't necessarily have to answer all of the questions. Some students kind of do a bulleted list and kind of do a free flow of ideas for each question, and then some students just kind of answer all in one paragraph. And either method is fine, as long as you are doing a full 10 minutes and you're writing as many things as you can. Think about just kind of typing freely. That's what I'm looking for. Your writing plan then would be, after you have done some brainstorming, you kind of decide what you want to write your essay about. Then you're going to do your writing plan just like you've done before. You'll answer the 5 questions. This one does need to be numbered so I can tell which one is for which answer, because otherwise I can't really tell what you're trying to tell me about your project. And then the last thing you're going to do is thesis statements. The thesis statement, you'll just have 1 sentence thesis, and I've got some examples in here on what it would look like if you're focusing on causes, or focusing on effects. Most of you will probably be focusing on effects, but you may have a decision that you made where it's more important to discuss kind of the why you did it, as opposed to, or maybe you haven't seen a lot of the effects yet. So like if your decision was to go back to college, but this is your first semester, you might be focusing a lot more on the causes. And since you don't necessarily know a lot of the effects yet, then we might have, 2 causes and then 1 effect or something like that. So you've got some stuff to think about. And then of course, creating that thesis, then I can give you feedback on it. The other part of the module is to work on commas. Commas are probably the hardest punctuation mark for students, just because there are a lot of comma rules, but then some of the rules are only apply in certain situations. So that can be frustrating, but there's a good video for you. And then of course the quiz, just like we've done before. So that is module 12. Again, we're starting working on our last major essay assignment. Hopefully you are doing well. Hopefully you don't have any issues with anything, but if you do, absolutely send me an email. We are getting toward the end of the semester, so concerns need to be brought up right now. Don't wait until the end, because then I can't help you. So otherwise, have a great week.